look at this, absolutely gorgeous. It feels like I'm entering Narnia. And the boys, they're excited too, I can tell. So this isn't actually part of my land, and for those of my international viewers, let me explain. We have a right to roam law here in the UK, which means there are parts of the countryside that might be in private ownership, but actually the public have the right to walk along particular paths on that land. So here we have the local stately home, and it has huge woods and an orchard and all things like that. And I'm able to walk on a particular designated path through parts of their land. And it means I have a wonderful dog walk. I don't trespass. I'm not going anywhere where I'm not allowed to go. I keep to the paths and I get to enjoy nature. And that's absolutely wonderful. And this is just behind my little castle. It's a big stately home. It's Jacobean. And originally my house was part of this land. And we think probably our little castle was like a dower house, which for those of you who watched Downton Abbey, when the matriarch of the family lost her husband, she would move to smaller accommodation and the first son would move in. And in a moment, I will show you that glorious house and tell you its connection to Narnia. But for now, let's just enjoy a dog walk through these absolutely glorious ancient woods. This is an old orchard, and then we go into the paddock and field beyond. It's a real privilege to have this literally in your backyard. And those of you who enjoy a bit of young Sherlock, Guy Ritchie's TV programme, will cleverly spot some of this land because the last series was filmed here and in my village. Nothing like a gorgeous white field first thing in the morning. Don't you agree, Percy? Or he wants to go off and chase rabbits, I can tell. We're not going to do that, are we, Chaucer? I feel so fortunate to live here in this little village in Wales. I moved to the countryside about 14 years ago. I had some terrible tragedy, my brother, my father, and then my mother died, and I really wanted to reset my life. A couple of years before, I'd come back from living in America. I'd lost my job, and then as a result of that, I couldn't pay my mortgage, and so I lost my home. It was a really, really horrible time for me. And I decided life needed a bit of a reset. And so I moved to Gloucestershire. I bought a small cottage there. I didn't entirely leave London, but I bought a small bolt hole in Gloucestershire, somewhere really that I could go and reflect and just be at one with nature. I grew up spending my summers at my grandfather's farm in Ireland, and I always loved the countryside. And you know what? Life has a strange way of working out for you. Whilst I was in that village in Gloucestershire, I met my wonderful husband, Joe. We fell in love, we got married, and then after 10 years there, we moved back to his homeland, to Wales, where I had spent lots of holidays as well, and had actually done my A-level geography project because I adored Wales. It was always felt a bit like a second home to me. And so now, here I am in Wales, hoping to spend more time here in 2026 as I start to transition out of my London life to fully transition in 2027 to living here full time. And that's why I'm starting
and I think
to convert
that
the
looks
stables.
amazing.
I'm going to let my
Beautiful
this
tiles.
summer, so I can
the
start
old
to have
tiles
income
really
down
were
here with
like
holiday
poor
lets.
quality.
So give me a follow
and
if you
they
want
were
to find out
breaking,
more about that. And I'm going to do a
this
little
means our
update
bats will
in
have
this
a
video
lovely
later on
insulated
that tells you
roof
what's
for their
happening with the
maternity.
stable conversion. But for now, I'm just going to keep quiet, and the dogs and I are going to enjoy our dog walk through the Welsh countryside.